Bikes damaged and abandoned. One even dumped in a tree. It's a week since Sheffield became the first place in Yorkshire to get a cycle loan scheme.
Police in the city have said they've spent a considerable amount of time picking up bikes that have been vandalised, and they won't be collecting any more. But the company behind the scheme says it's been a big success. Mark Ansell is in Sheffield this evening. Mark.
Yes, good evening. This bike hire scheme has undoubtedly been incredibly successful here in Sheffield. These bikes are very popular. In fact, this site is really unusual to see a load of these bikes together, such is the popularity. Now that is a small problem, if you will, but a big problem is that some of these bikes are being damaged and dumped.
You've heard of off-road biking, but this is taking it to new extremes. Some of Sheffield's hire bikes have been parked in obscure places. Some have been vandalised, and police say it's taken up too much of their time. In a Facebook post by their Manor and Arbourthorne team, they say officers have spent a considerable amount of time collecting the new OFO bikes that have been damaged and abandoned. We won't be collecting any more bikes, as bike shepherding isn't in our job description. If you come across one that is abandoned or damaged, please report it to OFO and not the police.
We really appreciated that they took the initiative to sort of store a couple of damaged bikes for us until we could come and collect them. That was very kind of them. It was something that we hadn't asked them to do, and we definitely don't intend for them to do that for us in the future. So we have our own team in place to be able to do that for us.
Regardless, some Sheffielders have found their hire bikes damaged.
The first one I rode had a wobbly wheel, but I rode it as much as I could, put it down, then reported that the wheel was broken, and I imagine they fixed it.
And people probably get over the fact that they're easy to take soon enough.
Well, if you spot a bike that needs repairing, you're supposed to report it through the app. So once that app is opened, you click on repair needed, and then once you've done that, you select the bit of the bike that's damaged. For example, say the seat, click on that, and then submit. Simple as that, really.
And those messages are picked up by a team of marshals who take them to be fixed. But damaged bikes is only one of the problems. The hire bikes are supposed to be parked in public spaces, but we found one in somebody's bike locker. Perhaps in the bike hire life cycle, a few bumps in the road are inevitable.
Well, South Yorkshire Police have today sent me a statement, and in it they say that it's important that if people find damaged or dumped bikes, that they report that to OFO, to the bike hire company, and not directly to South Yorkshire Police. Then the company will themselves judge whether there's been any criminality, and if so, they'll direct that to South Yorkshire Police. Now, in about a week or so, there'll be 500 more of these bikes, so a total of 1,000 OFO bikes whizzing around Sheffield. And in a few days' time, these will no longer be free to use. You'll actually have to pay 50p per half hour, and it'll be interesting to see whether that changes people's behaviours and whether there'll be fewer of these bikes that are left damaged and dumped.